Yeah, so I went through the Maritime Academy, engineering discipline, and then that led me working offshore as a third engineer, first engineer, progressed to mechanical supervisor, chief engineer, senior maintenance supervisor, and then ultimately went to an asset manager role, rig manager role following that. I'd say, when I was coming up, I was working with individuals who had quite a bit more experience than me in the industry. So I adopted the kind of God gave you 2 ears and one mouth approach, so where I was doing twice as much listening as I would be speaking. And when these individuals started to see how willing I was to listen and learn, they opened up and gave me volumes of knowledge, right? And without that and their generosity showing me how to kind of navigate this, complex world that is drilling, I wouldn't have been anywhere near as successful. So very grateful for that. That's a tricky, I'd say, a tricky relationship because, hey, the customers pay the bills, right? We need to make sure that we're always attentive to their needs, actioning any feedback, concerns they may have, right? But on the other side, it's the crew that's actually out there making it happen for us, right? And we can't forget that we're all support functions of what they're doing, right? Without them, we cease to have a purpose in this company. And sometimes maybe we might lose sight of that. So I think, you give each day, you take it day by day, right? If the customer is happy, is satisfied, then I direct my attention as much as I can to helping the crew. If the customer is, we'll say less than satisfied, then you pivot, and it's just really, it's a day by day kind of approach. Yeah, I'd say most recently, and it kind of falls within our values, ingenuity, right? So we had a project given to us by a customer in Southeast Asia. A very complex project with platform installation. Now the thing I like to discuss when we talk about this success story that we did ultimately have was that it was the first of its kind being done from this customer. And this is a super major. And we had a competitor rig also operating for the same customer in the same body of water. And this customer had a decision on which one of us to give this project to, and they awarded it to the Valaris, right? And I think that speaks testaments to how they trust Valaris when it comes to complex projects that require a lot of resources, expertise, and ultimately their short-term goals and their success is hinged on us being successful. And the fact that we were awarded this project to which we delivered exceptional results, I think speaks testaments about what separates us from our competitors in the industry. Shaking the hands of all those people at the end of the project and they said we made the right decision, that just made it all worth it. Well, I'd say, don't expect it to be given to you. If there's anything that you want, you're gonna have to go out there and earn it. And that's been, I think a tried and true way about, how we've done things in the past is show that you're eager to learn, right? You're willing to put the extra hours in. And if you are, trust me, good things will be happening because your peers, your supervisors, they'll recognize that. And when they recognize that there are people who are motivated, self-starters, those things are what the company rewards. And those are the kind of people that we want to see progress through. But nothing's going to be given to you. So you have to be prepared to work for it. But if you do show the initiative, I guarantee you'll receive the support and the resources to be successful.